This is Bonnie, and I'm going to show you how I made this card. This is going to be one of our workshop cards this Friday, so I was cutting them and I thought I'd get ready and share this card with you. So let's get started. The first thing I did was I took a standard A2 card in Whisper White, folded it in half, so it looks like that. Then I took a piece of Midnight Moss and I cut this 2.5 by 5 1/4. Then I took a piece of Designer Series paper. This is a new Designer Series paper out of our pack. It is called Comfort Cafe. I just love this paper. And this piece is 2 by 5. And these are the new in colors too. This is the new Summer Starfruit and the new Midnight Moss. So I'm going to put these two together. Okay. And then I'm going to apply this to the card. So it's right there. Then the next thing I did was I punched out in the Midnight Moss using the Blossom Punch one of the flowers. And then to get these little yellow type out, 3 of these word windows in the Summer Star Fruit. And I just cut them in half. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly in half, but you know. And then I just added some adhesive to the back of them, and I lined them up with the center of the first loop of the flower, and I just kind of stuck them in the center. Okay, so then it ends up looking like that. Well, then the next thing that I did was I took a piece of Scrap White, Whisper White, and I took the Midnight Moss, and I'm using this silhouette, Scenic Silhouette, and I'm going to use this one right there. And I'm going to use the Midnight Moss, if I didn't say that. I just love these colors. And I'm going to stamp it down. Now it stamps a little dark at first, but it lightens right up, you know, to be a nice color. And then I'm taking the 1 3/4 circle punch, and I'm going to punch this out. So it looks like that. And I'm going to let that sit for a minute, because the one thing with the new colors, it does take a little bit for them to dry. So I'm just going to let that sit up there, and we're going to go back over here and work on this part. So then I'm taking some more of the Summer Starfruit, and I'm just going to pick this up just a little bit right here on the bottom, and I'm just going to stick this in like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with a word window punch that is done with the Midnight Moss. This time I'm just going to go in a little bit farther. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to take another scrap piece of paper, and I'm taking Midnight Moss and the Happy Birthday stamp set from the Create a Cupcake. I'm using this from the Create a Cupcake stamp, and I am going to stamp this in there, and I'm going to stamp it right on there. Oops, I didn't push hard enough. Flip it over. There you go. And then we will punch this out. Try not to touch it too much because it does need to dry for a minute. I know it's upside down, but if I... There we go. Now this is ready. So now I'm going to take a Stampin' Dimensional, and I'm just going to put one right in the middle. And I'm just going to center this on the front of my flower. I just love the way this looks. Then I'm going to take my tape runner, and I'm going to add this to the card so that it is just right up here on the card. And then I'm just going to take and I'm going to add some more Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm just using a piece of the outside. So a piece of this. And then I'm going to put it right here. I hope that part was on the camera of me adding that to that. So anyways, and then this is my card. So there you go, everybody, and this is the other one I did. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.